So I'm standing here in one of the most remote parts of the entire state of Texas. I'm here deep in Big Bend Ranch State Park at the Burnt Camp Trailhead. And so today I'm going to explore a giant geologic feature known as the Solitario, or El Solitario. This is an area that millions of years ago had a lot of volcanic activity, and I will talk more about that as I loop around this trail. So I'm going to start off on my mountain bike, see how it goes. I'm not sure what kind of shape this trail is going to be in later on, but I'll go as far as I can on my mountain bike just to kind of speed things up. Time to explore. So I'm about a mile or so down the trail here. I thought I would stop and take a quick look at this drainage that slices through the western side of the Solitario. At some point I'm going to try to get up pretty high to really get a nice viewpoint of this feature and try to put it in perspective for you guys. So I've gone a little further up the trail and I'm standing here at Papalote Ramon, which looks like it was a windmill and water well back in the day. Another drainage cutting through the Solitario. Okay, so I've left the mountain bike behind and now I'm going to do one of the things that I really wanted to do while I was out here. And so I'm going to hike up to the top of this hill, and I think that from up there I should get a great view of at least the western flank of the Solitario, better than we've had so far, and then talk about it a little bit, about its origin. So see you in just a few minutes. So just a few feet higher up on the ridge there, it's incredibly windy at the top. So I'm gonna stop right here and try to explain the Solitario just a little bit. So you can see off in the distance there, all those tilted rock layers. And those were bulged up due to a big body of magma that pushed up from the depths of the earth and bulged all these rock layers up, like you see my hand shape there. Eventually it started to crack through all those rock layers, and the magma squeezed up through those cracks. Eventually, as this thing built up higher and higher in the center, eventually it broke through and there were actually volcanic eruptions coming out of the middle. And so right in the center of this big circular feature is a caldera. Basically it's a collapse feature. Basically erupts and then collapses in on itself. And so what you're looking at here is the western flank of the Solitario. The west side of the big bulge. So I'm on the south flank of Needle Peak, a very distinctive feature out here near the southern end of the outer loop. So soon I will join up with the inner loop and take that back to the trailhead. And just one more look, the southwest flank of the Solitario, out that way. So I've made it to the lower shut up trailhead. So I'm, a little over 2/3 of the way done with this loop. I do want to point out that in the southern part of the outer loop, you need to be particularly careful when you get down into those washes. Really be observant because you can easily get lost down in there. All right, gonna continue on. So just to summarize, to do this whole loop, it's about 10 miles. The outer loop is very rugged and scenic. The inner loop, a little less so. But I'll tell you one thing, I do not recommend a mountain bike. It's too rugged with too many washes, and all the bike does is add unnecessary weight to your journey. In the end, I'm on one of very few fairly smooth paths along this loop. They are few and far between. Almost the entire trail is very rugged. It's very remote out here, and just be careful. This is not one for the novice explorer.